Good morning, good afternoon, good night. I'm Black Bright, broadcasting out the UK, and I just like to give information out that will help people, regardless of what side of the fence you are on. If I feel as though an individual is being treated unfairly, taken advantage of, are vulnerable because of lack of knowledge or lack of information, or because, just because they feel as though they're in a situation where they feel they can't get any help, or that people who are meant to be helping them are exploiting them. Now, the reason I spoke about this is because I was watching a few videos, and a lot of the videos were talking about, they're immigration lawyers or advisors, and they're online saying, I can help you. They give a couple of words, and they say, I can help you. Put £60 in my PayPal account, and we'll get some we'll do a consultation. And they say, I just want to, call me, and I can't speak about it online, even though they've asked people to call in and ask for advice. They say, that one's a bit too complicated. Call me back on this number, pay 60, 70, whatever the amount is, and I'll give you a consultation. Now, what's happening is that when these people are calling back, the advisor is talking to them for about 2 minutes after taking their money in their PayPal account. And a couple of people have complained to various advisors, and I've said, look, I didn't know you was only going to speak to me for 2 minutes. I thought it was going to be longer than that. And they're saying, it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes. It's our professional time. There's nothing, you're not getting your money back, blah, blah, blah. Now, I think that is abuse. I think you're already abusing people who are vulnerable, and I don't think it's fair. And that's why I'm speaking out for people. I mean, yes, we have overstayers. They shouldn't be doubly punished. Some people might think differently. I don't. I think if you're offering a service, you should be offering a fair service. You should be saying up front, my fees are £150 an hour. For 15 minutes, I will give you X amount of advice, and it will cost you £50, £60, or whatever it is. Don't tell somebody to put in 50, 60, 70, £80 into your account for consultation fee, and then speak to them for 1 minute, 2 minutes, or 3 minutes and tell them to lump it, when it's something you could have answered in your question and answer show, or whatever you want to call it. I get so angry when people take advantage of people, and that is what this is about. It's about people taking advantage. So I'm speaking to those people, those overstayers who are feeling vulnerable and who want advice, and who have been, ripped off. That's the only other word for it, by immigration advisors who claim to offer advice. And they're just giving you a couple of, not even a minute. They'll say, if you haven't been in the country for 10 years, blah, 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 that's it. You haven't got a chance, or whatever. That's not right. You're supposed to be talking to people, making them feel at a place where they feel comfortable, not brushed off. Now, for those individuals who do want advice, I don't know if you know that the Citizens Advice Bureau offer free immigration advice. Free. Now, you may feel vulnerable because you're an overstayer, but these people are not, they're not going to report you. And I think sometimes people go to these advisors because they feel as though they're going to be reported. But, if you've got a genuine concern, you need to go to people. I mean, the Citizens Advice Bureau, just like any solicitor, they are bound to confidentiality, unless, of course, you're going to give them some information that is going to harm, other people, harm yourselves, or whatever. But they are bound to confidentiality. The alternative is you do use an advisor or an immigration lawyer, but you make sure that they are registered with the Office. That's not it, is it? Yeah. The Office of Immigration Services Commissioner, because they regulate advisors and make sure they meet certain standards. For example, advisors must carry insurance against giving poor advice, and they must keep up to date with current immigration advice. There was also something else I need to read out because I don't want to. Yeah, you can find registered advisor on the OISC website, and it can give you all the immigration advisors in your area that have been registered. You can also find immigration advisors through the Law Society, and so by law, the immigration advisors must be registered with OISC or a member of an approved professional body. Don't let them tell you that they're approved. They can shout their accolades until the cows come home. Don't even worry about an approved body. Make sure that they are registered with the OISC. Once again, that's the Office of Immigration Service Commissioner. And then you can't go wrong, because if you take advice from somebody who's going to abuse you more than you've been abused already, and they're going to take your money and give you a couple of minutes advice, you can't complain about them. You can't get your money back. So they need to be approved, and then this board can actually help you get your money back if they're not regulated. But if they are regulated, but if they're not regulated, they can't do anything about it. The Citizens Advice Bureau, they offer free immigration advice. Like I said, you can get free confidential help from your local Citizens Advice Bureau on visa eligibility applications, including advice on filling forms, although they won't be able to fill the form for you. They can chase up Home Office delays. They can get a replacement of immigration documents, problems with coming to the UK or staying in the UK, e.g. applications for entry clearance, leave to enter, leave to remain, and residence permits. So go to them first, and then even they will give you immigration advisors who are authentic, who have been registered. And all this information, keep it to hand, www.gov.uk. Gov. G for giraffe, O for Oscar, V for Victor. www.gov.uk. That gives you all the information you want. But like I said, if you want to go to, before you go paying out these silly consultation fees left, right and centre from advisors who are exploiting the situation because it's so out there, it's so rampant, just go to your local Citizens Advice Bureau first so you don't get pulled in. I mean, I'm all for getting proper immigration advice using proper, credible lawyers. But I think it's a shame that there are lawyers, just like anybody else, not lawyers, but people who claim to be advisors, and they're not giving the proper advice. Like I said, I'm not an expert. You need to go to an authentic registered lawyer, okay, or an advisor. So that's all I've got to say on this one. Short and sweet, and I hope you find it helpful. Bye-bye.